Hello everyone and welcome to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff. We're here at West Lawrence High School and there's a leadership camp going on. And to tell us more about it, we have Michael Dukes, band director here. And well, that's Raider Brigade, that's right.
Yep.
So this leadership camp that you've got going on, it starts today, is Wednesday, and it goes on to Friday.
To Friday, correct.
And early in the morning at 8 o'clock,
all day long. Correct.
What is this all about?
Well, like you said, it's leadership camp. We have leaders from West Lawrence, plus several other schools that came on board with us. They like to have an opportunity to see what we're doing here. We're very blessed in what we do and train. And so I have Miss Taylor coming down from Shorter University, who she and I were drum major partners back in college. And she has the curriculum designed with her staff, and we teach the leadership how to be leaders. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of our friends and colleagues from all over brought some of their students. So we have about 60 kids here today. And we're going to put them into different scenarios of how to be leaders, know more about what their job description is, deal with peer pressures that they have to go through during life and during leadership. And the idea is to give them an idea of what their position in band is to be, to make it easier for their band director. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of schools have like 1 and 2 directors, lots of kids, and when we have leadership in the band program to come and, you know, help the directors, a lot more teaching, a lot more activities can be taken care of quicker.
Right, and it's not easy when you've got, how many kids are you?
We have 240 in the high school
240 in the band.
Correct.
Okay, and there's you.
3.
You and 2 other people.
2 others, right. We have 3 directors. And so now we have our leadership with the students, and then I also have auxiliary instructors that come in and help. But when I have 30 leaders that are here training and learning, and then I could say, hey guys, I need you to go do this. These kids are needing this. They know what to do. Mm-hmm. And so they've gone through these courses. I feel confident in what they've learned. We've entrusted in their abilities, and when they come back, we can all be a team and hopefully master our concept that we want to shoot for that week.
Right. And you can't just say, okay, you're a leader, have at it.
Correct. And a lot of directors over the years, and I've done this a long time, they'll say, hey, I want you to be the section leader. You've earned it. I want you to do this, this, and this. Well, when they come to band camp, the kids are like, well, what do you want me to do? What's my job? Well, just go do this. Well, they get out there and they stumble, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh my goodness, what do I do? Right. And then you've lost respect of your teammates because you've apparently earned the position, but mm-hmm. you're not sure what you're supposed to do. And then all of a sudden there's controversy going on. When the kids come here, we can say, these are the things we recommend you to do. Now, work on this. You're not going to master it in 3 days. Go home and get ready. Mm-hmm. When you come into band camp in your school, you need to be prepared. And when you're in front of your peers, ready to do your job, the respect is going to be gained by them because it's like, wow, look what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And the other beauty of it is when they are confident in doing what they're supposed to be doing, some of the young ones are going to say, I want to be like that.
Exactly.
Well, guess what? It's like a domino effect. It starts trickling. Then you have all these little leaders and wannabes, and all of a sudden, boom, we've got a team working.
Exactly.
And that's what we need.
Mm-hmm. And it makes your job so much easier.
It does. These kids are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something as a teacher, I think a lot of parents are like, oh, my child can't do that, or my child is doing that. Well, you got to give them the opportunity. Mm-hmm. As a parent, as a teacher, a lot of teachers, unfortunately think kids are just kids. No, right. They're young adults if you let them.
Don't underestimate them.
Correct. Give them an opportunity. If they do wrong, get on to them.
Right.
Correct it. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
But train them. Let them. Give them the opportunity. You'll be amazed. Sometimes these leaders can actually do better than some of what the teachers can do. And it's sad.
It is.
But
well, maybe the teachers will learn from those leaders.
We do. I learn from these kids. But then again, we're developing maybe some directors of bands
mm-hmm.
through this.
Right.
And say, hey, I can do this.
Another Michael Dukes.
Well,
another Beth
hopefully
Taylor.
better, yes.
Right.
Amen. Yes,
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what does it take for a student to become one of these leaders here?
A lot of directors do differently. It depends on how their mentors, train them. I know at West Lawrence, they go through an extravagant process. And with the drum majors, our highest leading officer position, they go through a 12-class work before they get to the audition date. And they're given an opportunity to learn how to do the different skills as drum majors, and then they have to perform that in front of a 6-panel judge. And then they're selected by the judges to earn that position. And then the officer and section leader positions, they have to do what they call a petition sheet amongst their peers to verify that their peers are going to support their position. 3 teacher recommendations. Then we go through an essay question and a process of teaching. Once we go through that, then we select those kids, and then they come here to this camp to learn what they need to do.
Wow, the
Yeah.
cream of the crop.
Correct,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah. And then that way, you know, you've got your really smart kids that want to do well. And I'm not saying, you know, smart, it kind of sounds bad, but the ones who have the heart to want to be the best for their program.
Right, obviously, but they have the drive if they're going to go through all that.
If they're going through that, they have the heart to want to be in that
Exactly.
position. It's not just a give me.
Yeah,
You
like,
know,
I think I might want to do that.
Yeah,
What
if
about
they
me?
do that, it will show up in their audition.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they'll be weeded out quick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what kind of things are going to be going on during these camps?
We'll do, like I said, 2.5 days. We were
Uh-huh.
discussing. The curriculum is designed for some of the kids to be together with actual leadership portions where they're going through different scenarios of what could happen. Then we're going to branch off into their section of what they're going to be doing. Like right now, we're doing drum majors in a session. They're working on their conducting abilities and their bearing and posture.
Mm-hmm.
And then the leadership is learning how to deal right now with peer pressure and how do you handle these situations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so we'll have multiple sessions throughout the day for the next 2.5 days with different instructors in order to get them to hit all their different activities. We go through marching, but the thing with the marching is we teach that how to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you come into a band program and you have 9th and 10th graders who are young, 9th graders never marched, well, by the time they end here, they're going to say, I know how to teach that. Let me have this group so we can branch off and give them, you know, groups to actually show them what it takes to do what they do in the field.
Mm-hmm. One of their own.
Exactly. And that way the director, like in my case, we have 240 people. If I'm trying to teach 240 at one time, there are going to be kids missing the concept.
Yeah.
But if I can branch them off out of the 30 leaders, we're going to see where the areas of weakness and strengths are, and we're going to fix that, and the
Yeah.
whole team will come together.
Oh.
So there's a lot of commanding, vocalization, leadership skills in the teaching is what we've stressed, and peer pressure and job description.
Mm-hmm. Today you were going through the vocalization, you know, the commands and how to pronounce, even bring out the T, but you also take out
Absolutely.
some letters like face. You say
Right.
hace.
H has more of
Yeah.
a more of authority sound.
Right. So the F in face might take off.
It dissipates the sound.
Right. Kind of dilutes it.
It does.
Yeah.
Where the H is really hits harder and it's more of a commanding sound.
Mark, time, hut, go. Mark, time, hut. Forward, hut. Forward, hut. Band, 10, hut. Ready, go. Band, 10, hut. Okay, so which way did the pitch go? Here, down, up. Correct. Now why do we go up at the end?
So that you get the pitching better.
It's right. It's more authoritative to go up on a pitch.
Band, 10, hut. That's kind of a question.
So we go through a lot of those details where you have, you know, the consonants, the diction, and all the enunciation, and make it happen. Where hopefully the response from the marching band when they're given those commands will happen militaristically.
Wow. Wow. What an exciting year. I have a feeling this is going to be an amazing year
Hope
for
so.
you guys. I mean, not just, you know, the Raider Brigade, but also these other schools that are
All
here
of them,
to soak
right.
up all this really important information and
Right.
to help out their fellow band members too.
Amen. That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking
Thank you
with
for
us.
having us. Absolutely.
And we're going to go for a break right now, but if you stay with us, we've got more. You're watching Around Town.
what his name is? Mark, good. What's his name? Jerome. Terrell. I'm sorry. What's her name? Morgan. Sarah. Okay. All right.
All right, now I have Beth Taylor here with me, and she's director of bands at Shorter University, and she is here helping out Michael Dukes. And what do you think about what's been going on with these kids that you have here?
They're fabulous. Mike and I have a passion to train these students so they can be the best they can be on a Friday night, to help their band directors help the students in their sections, and train them drum major wise. And we had a desire a few years ago, well actually 14 years ago.
Isn't it amazing how time flies?
Yeah. To teach the students, we felt like they weren't getting any training.
Mm-hmm.
And so we developed this process, and it's kind of evolved over time. And so once again, here we are at 2014.
Mm-hmm. Now I noticed you had them get in a circle and ask a question. How does that help them?
Well, it's learning communication skills. When a student shows up at band camp, they have a ton of fear because they don't know anybody. They may be coming from different schools.
Mm-hmm.
Like I may have gone to this middle school and these kids are from this, and they don't know anybody. They're scared of the older students. And so part of the leadership process is training them to reach out and step outside their box or their comfort zone of just the people that they normally hang out with, and just learning to love on those younger students, and
Right.
to continue the legacy, because if they do their job well, the legacy continues.
Yeah, and it lets them get loose and probably even be more put at ease
Yeah.
if they're able to play games and learn at the same time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so the whole point of the communication game was to just try to help them learn to take students they don't know, because they're from all different schools,
Mm-hmm.
and to just start a conversation,
Yeah.
about anything. So,
Right.
And so the questions are there as a prompt.
Explain how that hula hoop one works.
Okay, well, part of that is to encourage them to learn to be encouragers.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a lot of the cheering and the, go team go,
Yeah.
and head first, and they became solution oriented.
Mm-hmm.
And also when you have that friendly competition going on, sometimes between sections you got friendly competition going on, it just the flock just kind of flies in a easier pace. It's
Right.
just really fun.
Yeah.
So we use a lot of different methods, and a while ago we were doing a collaborative thing with the leadership students, and just to kind of get different points of view. So that's kind of, we kind of do a lot of different activities throughout the camp.
What's it like to get together with these kids here and do this?
Oh, well, I don't really know any of them. I mean, I know a few of the...
But any
it's-
group of kids that are striving to have that leadership, to let it out and to show it.
Oh, well, they're like, this is cream of the crop.
Right.
Because they've been handpicked by, a leadership panel from their bands or their band directors. And most of the time I learn a lot more from them than they do from me. It is just neat to see their passion, and they want their bands to be the best they can be.
Mm-hmm.
And so to have that to carry over to another generation is just, encouraging for me, and
Yeah.
it keeps me motivated.
Right. You have a bit of a history with Michael Dukes, too.
I do,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, we first met in college. I was, when Georgia Southern first started the football program,
Mm-hmm.
I was a upcoming freshman at Georgia Southern. So they held auditions for everything for band, and I was selected as one of the first drum majors.
Wow.
And so for 4 years, I held that position. And in the 4th year, Michael was selected to be that drum major with me. So our friendship really started a little prior to that when he was a freshman at Georgia Southern, and hopefully I reached out to him. And so we became great friends. And so for 30 years, we've had careers together and just always enjoyed being with each other and sharing kids and growing up band students. So.
Right, and you also know how
So-
each other works.
Yeah, well, we've done this so long. Well, first a collaborative effort in college, and then as we've, taught through the years together, we would do each other's band camps, and we were always doing these clinics, or people would ask us, and so finally we finally put wings to our dream and,
Right.
and made it fly. So
Right.
14 years ago.
Oh, that's
So-
great.
And so Mike's like he's an amazing band director, and so he's always an encouragement to me. So hopefully I am for him as well.
Well, I can tell these kids are having so much fun here today, and to be able to take, a learning experience out of that, it's something that they're going to remember on down the road, and maybe when they're the band director over at soon.
Well, we hope there's some in this room. Surely there are.
Surely, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But band is a team sport, just like anything else. It's life skills. We're teaching life just through the medium of music, and so that's our ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And so we get to have fun, a lot of fun. And there's some wonderful kids from all over Lawrence County here, as well as surrounding counties, as far as away as Camden County and Waycross, Ware County. And I think we have about 9 different schools, 9 or 10 schools represented.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great to get them
So-
to, because you get some kids that know each other, and then you have some that don't know anyone. But I can tell that it's no big of a deal
No.
because they're welcomed.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, of course, we're hosting it here at West Lawrence, so we do have a lot of leadership kids here, but they're so generous to, bring others into the fold. So
Right, and that's what makes a leader.
Absolutely.
One of the criteria of being
Yeah,
a leader.
absolutely.
All right, now I have Austin Birch with me. And Austin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. So are you having fun here?
I am.
Yeah. So what are you learning as a leader? What are you learning?
Well, not so much learning how to lead others, but we're learning how to lead ourselves and how to actually look into ourselves and examine ourselves before we try to teach other people the same things that we know and the same things that we were taught throughout high school.
Wow, I tell you what, these kids have given me some really deep information here, some deep thoughts. And I was talking to your band director, Michael Dukes,
Yes, ma'am.
and it's amazing what you have to go through to become a leader. It's not just one day you wake up and say, I think I'll do it. There's a lot of process that goes. What kind of leader are you?
I don't think you ever really reach being a leader. I think you can always grow in some way, somehow.
Yeah.
There's always something more to learn from somebody. Somebody's always going to be smarter than you are. There's always something that you can get from somebody else.
And
That's just kind of the way I look at it.
What kind of leader do you think you're going to be?
I'm hoping to be the best that I can be.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything I can to be the best of my ability and do everything I can with a purpose to teach people the same things that I was taught throughout high school.
What instrument do you play?
I play tuba for West Lawrence.
Another tuba player here. And how long have you been playing tuba?
I've been playing tuba since 9th grade. I've actually been in band since 5th grade. I played trombone until 8th grade.
Oh, wow. What made you decide to change instruments?
Band director actually asked me to change. They thought it'd be a better fit for me.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you looking forward to a good year?
I am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very good year as football season, band, and everything else.
I've learned a lot of new things about myself and about what our band as a whole requires us to do individually in our own lives and help our sections get better.
Yeah. I mean, leadership's also a little fun too, right?
Yes, ma'am. You get to be in
Especially
charge.
today.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you think about the exercises that you had to do with the hula hoops?
I love stuff like that. Just getting a team and group involved and then encouraging and cheering for each other. It's
Right.
just good stuff.
Who in this group is the cheerleader? Who is Trevor? He is a cheerleader. I mean, you gotta want it. You gotta want it.
So what do you feel is going to be the most important thing that you're getting from here today?
You know, how to serve those around you. I think it's important. You know, you can learn a lot about leadership from this, but I think the most important thing is to have a servant's heart towards, you know, everyone around you.
Mm-hmm. All right, now I have Keyshawn here with me, a senior tuba player.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
how you doing today?
I'm doing real good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Now you guys are having a blast here.
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
know that you were going to have so much fun?
I did not know this was going to be this fun at all. But I'm enjoying meeting everybody, and meeting new people. I'm having a nice time today.
And what's it mean to be a leader for you?
To being a leader means that you're going to have to take responsibility, know how to be humble, and know how to be respectful to your peers. And without a leadership, things will not go as well as you wanted planned. But as being a leader, being a good leader, takes a lot of priority into yourself, knowing that if you have good leadership, then you have good people following you.
Yeah. Well, you learned a lot here today.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what else you've learned from everyone here. I mean, not just your instructors, but all the kids that are around here with you.
The kids are very excited about this year. They're happy meeting other people. They have a good spirit of excitement about themselves that excites me as well, knowing them that, you know, they're going to have a great band season as well as far as all of us.
I tell you what, Mr. Dukes just let them have a 10-minute break. This is going to be an all-day thing, all the way through Friday. And he said, go get some water and have a snack and meet new people. And you know what? The first thing this kid here did, he turned around and he said, "Hey, how you doing?
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
your name?"
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you did right away what
Yes,
he
ma'am.
asked you guys to
Yes,
do.
ma'am. Meeting new people, that's my thing. It's one of my hobbies, and what God gave me to do is meet new people like your son.
Yeah, I brought my little tuba player here with me too.
Yes, ma'am.
So how long have you been playing the tuba?
I've been playing since the 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am. So I've been playing for quite a while. Yes, ma'am.
So I need to understand, what is it, a leader here? Are you first chair tuba, or what is it how can you be a leader here with this group?
But this year I'm band captain.
Band captain.
Yes, ma'am. So it takes a lot of responsibility. It takes a lot of potential, and you got to have a great attitude. Without a great attitude, you don't expect nobody to follow you. You got to keep a good attitude about yourself, and once you keep a good attitude about yourself, then people will get along with you easily.
Well, I think you got it.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, first day, and this kid's got it down pat.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now I have another leader here. This is Morgan. Morgan, tell us your last name and where you're from.
I'm Morgan Brantley, and I'm from Appling County.
And how far away is that? How far of a drive does it take you to get here?
Well, it's about 2 hours away, I think, but my grandparents only live 40 minutes away.
Oh, well, that's nice. So it's still, 40 minutes, so you're going to have to do that from, today to Friday, but is it worth it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what have you learned so far?
Well, I've learned to be a lot more sure about my conducting patterns, and I've learned how to really interact with everybody else and the other leaders.
So you are a drum major.
Yes, I am.
Okay, the conducting patterns. So, okay, drum major. And you're the only one here from your school.
I am.
But do you feel welcome?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everybody here has been very nice, very welcome. They're not afraid to say hey and make you feel like you're part of it.
Now, when I came in here, I noticed you were first sitting and learning, and then they got you up and doing some crazy things.
Yeah.
Did you know that it was going to be like this?
I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was going to be a learning experience, but I didn't know it was going to be so much fun.
Well, I think you're going to continue to have more fun as you come to camp every time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, Jeff,